please?
She
Yeah,
nodded.
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
So
see.
we're hopeful.
Yeah, it's really interesting, though, kind of how all of this is panning out because we rely so much on our crops with the weather.
Yes, it's so impactful to the farmers, as Tony there mentioned. He said specifically dry April with what he grows.
And if we kind of look back at the growing season, even points before that, we can really see just how the rain played into building up to this year's growing season. So you can see a rain deficit back in April. May, just the same, coming up short with almost about a ½ inch to a full inch in some locations. And then we are talking about the heat. So we have been sitting above average for March, April, May. This really kind of the growing time and the peak moment of where we start to determine exactly when those berries are going to start to come to fruition. And the timeline, as January and February, our temperature difference only down by about a ½ degree or a full degree. But when we're talking about nearly 3½ degrees back in April, above what is typical with both our daytime highs and overnight lows, that can definitely play into the growing season and speed things up by about a week or two. But as you mentioned, Lisa, in that story earlier, time is of the essence. So get out there, do some berry picking, as our temperatures tomorrow will be climbing back up into the 80s as we anticipate the return of those 90+ degree temperatures. As far as our rain accumulation goes, though, today giving us a nice drink of water for a lot of those gardens as we approach the 0.2 inch mark, as our relative humidity values upwards of 55 degrees. So that means it is definitely feeling on the warm and muggy side, despite our temperatures actually being slightly cooler. But we'll remove some of that humidity as we move our way through the next several days, as the cloudy skies still remain, with a live look out over downtown Portland as we hover in towards the upper 60s. The cloud coverage slowly starting to break down for us, and another live look out towards the Canby area as those temperatures for the rest of this evening will slide back into the 50s with decreasing clouds, all as a ridge of high pressure begins to build just off the shoreline. That's going to help to usher in warmer conditions, but as that ridge sits overhead, that's going to be our building heat mechanism, pushing us back into the 90s for the first time this spring season. And you can see for Sunday, potentially tying, if not even breaking the record last set back in 1955, where Sunday we hit 94 degrees. So we'll time everything out with our futurecast. Clearing skies for tonight. For the start of the day tomorrow, more sunshine. Still holding on to a bit of that marine layer and the clouds for the coastline, but for the most part, all of us will start to enjoy a little bit more of that sunshine with some high thin cirrus clouds for Friday. Again, each day we keep building in the mercury department as far as those thermometers go. 54 degrees, that's where we fall to tonight. Decreasing clouds so that we hold on to most of them for the evening hours as we enjoy more sunshine tomorrow. Highs back up into the low to mid 80s. And if you're heading out to the Grand Floral Parade this Saturday from 10 to noon, you can expect to see nothing but dry, sunny skies. Temperatures definitely getting on the warmer side, so make sure to stay hydrated and pack the sunscreen. And that's going to be something you want to continue to do as we work our way through the rest of the weekend, the start of next week. Temperatures peaking at 94 on Sunday. That's where we have a KOIN 6 weather alert in place. And we've gone ahead and highlighted those 3 days just for the potential for the dangerous heat. When we start getting about 2 to 3 days of building high temperatures in the 90s and overnight lows only into the low 60s, it can definitely start to get hot in your place if you do not have the AC. So cracking open a window, letting the fresh air on that is going to be a must through the overnight hours as we really kind of move into the summer-like feelings this weekend.
Yeah, and a lot of us are like, oh my gosh, it's already summer. And so
I know.
That heat, don't let it sneak up on you is what I'm saying. And be sure to check on one another, get hydrated, just like Josh has been saying.
Summer is here.
Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Where did they go?